Hi, my name is Aaron Rose, and I was born deaf. I was diagnosed at 18 months, and my parents discovered key speech. It started key to me when I was 2 years old. I was able to access the spoken language at this point, and so I began to catch up on the language, but my speech was delayed, so that's when my parents decided at age 6, after 2 of my friends received the implant to do the same thing for me. Well, I received the nucleus 2 and from there I just blossomed, and I just did so well at school. I actually spent kindergarten, first and second grade in one calendar year. I was in second grade only for 2 months because I was held back. Yet my mom found out that it was her decision to hold me back or not, and she pushed for me to have the best education possible. Actually, I got in trouble first grade because my behavior indicated that I was bored, so hence I was put into second grade where I should have been my peers. For the next 8 years, I grew up in the hearing culture. I had little interaction with my Kira friends because they went to my school, but other than that, I was surrounded by hearing people, so I embraced the hearing culture. Then, I actually stopped having acute speech translators freshman year of high school because of the special attention they brought me. Yes, I understood the teachers a whole lot, but not completely enough. I lied, but it got better because by then the implant was working as the audiologist mapped my implant. I was hearing more and more. Well, now I went to college, and for the last 4 years I studied oceanography and weather, and I loved it. All because I had the cochlear implant, but also because key speech gave me the access to the language. If I had to say anything to one person who had a deaf child, I would say this. Think about it. How do you think your children receive their language? How do you think that your child learns to speak and say, hello, look at that, express themselves freely? They talk to their parents. Because when they hear, they see what their parents say. Key speech has the ability to impact a deaf child's life greatly for the better because of one thing, the access to the spoken language. I know this because I had access to the language before I had access to hearing. So I say to everyone, at least have a backup plan if you decide to implant to children. But language, speech development is not necessarily given because the implant is a mere piece of technology. Key speech is a visual aid to the spoken language. Key speech is so simple that it fits on one card. 8 hand shapes, 8 hand positions or movements, vowels, consonants, they all fit with that system. There are slight adaptations to other languages, but I say slight because the structure remains the same truly for Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Indian language because it is based on sound. And sound is how people spoke first, people that started writing years back. Before paper was invented, they spoke. That is why key speech is so necessary for a deaf child to develop her or his speech and language. Language matters.